Here's how to mark a gig as booked on BookLive. Marking a gig as booked in BookLive is important because it relays that information to a variety of places inside the app. The analytics that the app does on your act, letting you know how much money you've earned from your bookings, and all other kinds of analytics too, rely on this indicator to make accurate assessments of your bookings. Additionally, it's a way to communicate with your other musicians that you staff for these gigs the status of the gig so they don't accidentally show up to a gig that's not actually booked. So this requires that you've added the gig to BookLive, even if it's not booked yet. And then we're going to draw your attention next to the name of the gig, which in this case is fake gig. There is a stoplight style indicator that is red, yellow, or green depending on the status of the gig. This is actually clickable to change that color. So if I were to click on this red button, it will then ask me, are you sure you want to mark this gig as booked without a contract? Because I have not set up a contract for this gig yet. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And then it turns that red indicator into a green indicator, and that is how to mark a gig as booked on BookLive. You can also click on that green indicator to turn it yellow to indicate that it is not quite booked yet, or there's some issue with the booking that needs to be addressed, and that would show that color in the calendar view and in the table of performances in your act's dashboard. You can click it one more time to turn it back to red, indicating that the gig is not booked. That is the first way to mark a gig as booked in BookLive. The second way is a way to have it automatically mark itself as booked. This involves writing a contract using the contract tab inside of the performance dashboard and then sending it to your client. Once they sign that contract, then the status of the gig will automatically turn to green, indicating that the gig is booked. So those are the two ways on how to mark a gig as booked in BookLive.